Good afternoon. I'm Richard Reynnells. The devotional for today is Pray for Enemies. Our country is divided, perhaps hopelessly, terminally. Some organizations are led by communist, anti-God people using social issues to destroy rather than identify our deficiencies and work to improve our society. We need to pray God will touch these people's hearts. The same situation has happened to many churches, including our own, where one segment seeks a political and social agenda based on their interpretation of the Bible, or their feelings regarding God and what is said in the Bible. Our church is divided, possibly beyond repair. We need to pray God will help us all better understand and live according to His expectations. Each day we should pray for those who would damage or destroy for personal, philosophical, or economic gain. Tough to do, but we must try. See Matthew 5:44-48. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. Only miracles by God can save our country and our church. Are we worthy? Or must we all suffer the adult consequences of our collective adult decisions? Destruction of our country appears to be the goal of those who would eliminate our remembrance of history. This is so they can create a new history to convert a country that was based on a general acceptance of God as a primary positive force in our creation, to a rejection of God, to putting a dictatorship in place of God. I am told rioters and looters in their third month of destruction were burning Bibles this week, and our flag. Burning a flag is terrible, but burning Bibles is appalling. Should that not expose the communist backing and agenda of these activities? How can we not care? Does anyone ask who has funded the 3 months of riots and looting? Whatever time period this has been. If one party is elected, the other side may wage all-out war on every action or inaction of that leadership. Respect for those who disagree becomes replaced by violence and rejection of those who disagree. From the lowest to the highest power, they are the enemy. In a civilized and respectful society, we work together for our common good. We compromise. We respect each other's right to an opinion, no matter how wrong they may be. We pray for those who oppose us. We pray God will allow them to see the error of their thinking and ways. We pray the same for us. However, in a situation where the structure of our country is at stake, do we pray for the people and organizations creating destruction and chaos? How can we? This is very hard to do, but we must. See Luke 6:27-31. To me, only a miracle, direct intervention by God, will save our country from external and internal forces of destruction. It is imperative we pray that those who oppose our freedoms and who reject God will change, or that God will control the outcome of their actions. What future will our children or grandchildren have if we do not, as a country, turn toward God? We must pray for His protection. For example, 2 Thessalonians 3:2, and pray that we may be delivered from evil and wicked men, for not everyone has faith. We must pray for those using any excuse to damage our country for their philosophical and economic gain, to turn from their activities for the good of all. Praying for those who honestly simply disagree with us is tough. Praying for those who would destroy our system to create one in their image is much more difficult, especially when their replacement systems reject God and considers religion the opiate of the masses. We must not succumb to Satan's control. Perhaps our failing as a country and church is necessary for Christ to return. God be with us.